Are you one of those people who has a huge skill set and when you're talking to someone, you're trying to figure out how to tell them what you do? I mean, you might do WordPress websites, you might speak, you might be a PHP programmer, you might be good in Photoshop, you might be a great copywriter. And so when someone asks you what you do, you feel like rattling off all these things, and then the person kind of looks at you with a blank stare in your eye because they actually really have no idea what you do now. Well, that's what this Topics Week is in 3 and 5 with Patrick Allmond. Hi my friends, it's 3 and 5 with Patrick Allmond, where we cover 3 marketing tips in 5 minutes. I've run a digital design agency at Focus Online Marketing Agency for the past 17 or so years, and for those of you that are watching this for the first time, we take questions from the field every single week. We have an active Facebook group, we have a pretty active YouTube channel, go and subscribe of course, and this week's question comes from Terica Patterson out of California, and I don't remember the exact context of her question because it was a massive discussion going on, but she basically said, you know, I do WordPress work, I do copywriting, I do graphic design, I do all these things, and so I find it kind of hard to express to people what do I do. And this is a great question because this happens to a lot of people, and I thought about this, I really did. This question's been up there for like 3 or 4 days, which is forever internet time. And I think I came up with some ideas, Terica, as to how to help you kind of better tell what you do to people, or to potential customers in your elevator pitches and whatever you want to call them. Here's a way that I want you to start thinking about this. So since we're talking about 3 tips, start taking notes right about here. The first one is, when you start talking about how you do something, you are talking about what I call tactics. And tactics are if you're in the marketing world, for example, they are the hands-on, the things that you actually do, the search engine optimization, the speaking, the blogging, the SEO, the AdWords, the copywriting, all those little individual things, the social medias. When you start talking about tactics, you are usually going to lose people because people hear about tactics all the time. And contrary to what they say, more often than not, people really don't want tactics. What people want are people want solutions to pain. People have pain points, or people have desires and goals and wishes, and tactics don't solve those. Solutions solve those. So Terica, the first thing I want you to start doing is stop talking about the tactics in your business. Come up with a way to wrap everything you do up in a single kind of solution package, which is kind of segues into our second point of, in general, people, you need to stop talking about the individual tactics that you work on to solve people. People don't care about those. Like I said, they care about solutions. So stop talking about tactics, start talking about solutions. And solutions and strategies is what people want. That's what solves pain points. So kind of segueing into point number 2 here, come up with a single short sentence. Hopefully it's less than 10 words, but there's no magical word count here. It could be 20 if it's concise, but a single phrase that expresses what you do. I build digital marketing strategies that make you look bigger and better online. Or a homemaker, for example, might say, or builder, excuse me, for example, might say that I basically build a place where you can call home. Things like that are going to make an emotional connection with people and kind of resonate and make them want to know more about, well, okay, that's cool, that's the kind of solution I need. Now, how do you do it? And that's when you get in the tactical discussion. So you don't want to have that tactical discussion or the discussion about tactics up front. You don't ever talk about those. The copywriting, the WordPress, the sales, the graphic design, you don't talk about those. You talk about the solution and the heartfelt way you change people's lives. So you stop talking about tactics, you start talking in terms of solution, and then you take that sentence and you start stamping that on everything. You stamp it on your business cards, you make it the first and foremost thing people see on your website. When people go to your website, above the fold, which is above where they scroll, they should see in big giant letters a single sentence that's going to make them want to stay. Now they may scroll down and see how you do it, but they should be able to go to your website and within 5 seconds say, oh, cool, that's what I want. That is what I've noticed when people convert from a tactical-based business or working on tactics over to either more of a solution-based business. First of all, they get better customers, people are willing to pay more, and to tell you the truth, the sales process is actually easier. If I have to tell someone, I go right off the bat, I start talking about tactics, I kind of lose them a little bit, and I have to bring them back around to why they need me. But if up front, if I say the entire strategy, the entire solution, and then they're kind of, sold 75% of the way, and then you just have to work on that other 25%. So Terica, I hope that helps you. Thanks for the question. As always, people, please keep sending the questions. I get them on Facebook, I get them on Twitter, I get them on our private Facebook group, I get them on Google+, I get them on YouTube, but I want your business and marketing questions so we have more videos to make. We're just about up to 20 videos. If you haven't watched the other ones, please hop over to youtube.com/Patrick Allmond and subscribe. When you do watch this, I'm kind of curious, what did you think about this? Does this make sense to you? Do you think I'm way off base? What ways have you tried to better express your business when you do technical things, but people sometimes kind of get glazed over when they talk about? So please give me your feedback. Thanks for watching this 3 in 5 video. See you online. Take care.